Hi, beautiful friends. So let's go ahead and clear up one thing. If you're gonna be subscribed to me, there's one thing you need to know. I am very inconsistent. I guess that's the best word. And I know you're probably like, okay, why would I want to be subscribed to someone who's inconsistent? Let me explain. Okay, I don't know if it's ADHD brain or what, but I can't just focus on one thing, right? So you guys probably know that I am doing my TBR knockdown. I'm trying to read all the books on my physical TBR right now. The only problem is I get bored with that. Like, I get bored so easily with things and my ideas, and I'm constantly coming up with something new, right? So for one, I am trying to add more books to my TBR, okay? Because I started out with 31 books. I have read, I want to say like 5 or 6, so we're down into the mid to upper 20s on books that I need to read on my physical TBR, which doesn't feel like much. Like, I feel like a lot of people have like 100, 200 plus books on their physical TBR, and so I'm like, why am I trying to knock down 25 books? Like, it's okay for them to just sit there and just be on my shelf for a minute. I don't know, I just kind of want to add more to it because I have so many books that I want to read. And like, I'll see a video on like Book Talk or whatever, and people will just be like raving about a book, and I'm just like, I want to read that so bad, but I'm doing this challenge and I can't read it. No, go buy the book and put it in the physical TBR jar. So that's what I'll be doing. But anyway, onto this book. I know you guys read the title. I thought it would be really fun and cool to be able to go back to all the books that I read in my adulthood, the first books that I read in my adulthood that got me back into reading, and reread them and see if I like them now that I'm more versed and like have more experience with all different types of genres, and I know what to look for in a book that I genuinely enjoy versus like when I very first started reading in my adulthood. I'm kind of thinking back and I'm like, maybe I was just giving all those 4 stars because I was just new to reading. I had nothing to compare it to, and I was just like, wow, this was so fun to read. 4 or 5 star. Like, you know, I was just throwing out stars because I enjoyed reading. I don't know if I enjoyed the content. So I want to go back and read all the books that I read when I first started reading as an adult, which was in September of 2023. I had just had my daughter a few months prior. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I just picked up a book, which was actually this book. This was the very first book that I read, which I feel like that's common for a lot of people. But yeah, back in September 2023, this is the very first book that I read, and it got me back into reading. I read as a kid, of course. I read as a teenager, but only Wattpad books. I didn't read, and like Series of Unfortunate Events, but I didn't read, like, I don't know, I didn't go to the library and just get books, or just go to Barnes and get books until I was an adult. So I'm so happy that I found my love for reading again, and I want to go back and see if I still love the books that I rated high back when I first started reading in 2023. So the first book that we have is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I don't know if I'm going to read book 2 of this. I guess we'll see how I feel after I read the first book. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. I'm in the car ride to pickup lane. It is so hot because I have the air off so that it's not like blowing on y'all. I need to turn that up. So yeah, I'm going to get to reading, and I'll check in with you guys shortly. I'm actually really excited. A fun fact, I've never reread a book. So this will be my first time rereading a book, and then also reading the books that I read when I first got into it. Like, and these are still in such good condition. I take very good care of my books. We've got Kai's plant, Zai's plant, and then we've got mine. I have never grown a plant. Matter of fact, I have only killed plants. I had 2 succulents that both died on me because I didn't know what I was doing. So here's my take 2 at being a plant mom. I'm really hoping that a flower comes out of this because, I don't know, I just want to be able to, like, I mean, I had kids, so that's like the ultimate like life you can bring into the world, obviously. I just think it would be so cool to be able to like grow a plant from a seed. Like, that's crazy. And then eventually I want to be able to do like vegetables. I have a whole little garden, yep. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be hip to, if she sees a dog out here, she's definitely gonna run, so I need to go inside. But yeah, if y'all have any plant tips, let me know. These are sunflowers and daisies. That's a delivery truck. I have been eating It Ends With Us up. When I tell you guys, I'm only like 24 hours later and I'm almost done with this book. I think I can officially confirm and say that I do actually like this book. I know it's like kind of controversial right now. People already didn't really like Colleen Hoover. But me personally, I really like this book. And I feel like obviously I know where the book is headed because this is my Obviously, I know where the book is headed because I read it before, but I was kind of trying to block that out and just see Ralph for like how he was presenting, like who he was at the beginning of the book. And honestly, I still didn't really like him. Like he was very like I love that he was honest and was like, "Look, I don't want nothing but them cheeks." Right? But I don't know, just the way he would talk sometimes was just like I saw narcissistic tendencies from the jump. Okay? But like at the same time you almost feel bad for him, but you can't look past it. And also, I feel like if a book can make me hate a character that deeply, then it's doing its job, right? Like sometimes I feel like books might paint these like villains as like almost like cringy, corny, like just like, okay, like who does that? Who says that? Like whatever. But no, this felt more realistic. This was like the situation was portrayed in a way that would actually happen in real life. So I don't know. I just feel like it was well done in that aspect. That's just my opinion, especially coming from someone who has experienced that as a child. Just yeah, just it yeah. I feel like she kind of understood her mom more, but at the same time broke the chain. And that's the whole point of the book, right? It ends with us. She was like, look, I'm not going to keep bringing this down the line, generation through generation through generation. It ends with us. Our daughter will not go through it. I'm going to go ahead and finish out these last 40 pages. Also, my room is completely bare because this is going to be like the library slash my husband's game room slash our gym, like a whole, just a hobby room. Okay, after finishing the book, I can officially say yes, I still enjoyed the book. I also love the author's notes because she talked about how she doesn't intend for this book to paint the picture of, oh, this is how all abusers look, or this is how all the situation can vary and can be different. And she also talks about how where she got the inspiration from this book, which was from her own life, her own mother. And just yeah, like my throat hurts right now because I'm trying not to cry. Like I actually think I might like the book more the second time reading it.
So that one really wasn't bad.
Yeah.
We see, Mama.
You see it's growing. It's a plant growing too.
I see, Mama.
You see? So last time I checked in with you guys, it was Friday like afternoon, and right now it's Sunday morning. They're being so loud, y'all definitely hear that. They're right there. Anyway, I have been reading The Silent Patient. I'm gonna try to explain how I feel about The Silent Patient without giving any spoilers, because anything I say about this book can be a spoiler because of how just crazy it is. So it's a psychological thriller basically about I guess a therapist trying to open up and get the story of a woman who doesn't speak after being accused of her husband. Okay. I don't know how much I can say on YouTube, but yeah. So she doesn't speak. She's in this facility and he's going to try to get more details on the story, be her therapist. Um, And when I first read this book, especially because of the ending and the twist, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Like, it's just so amazing because it's just so crazy and unexpected. Like, my jaw was on the floor, which, understandable. But the only thing is that now that I know what the ending is, reading the book is very much like, really? I'm just like, I'm trying to say this without any spoilers. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Like the way how do I explain it? I don't know. It just wasn't giving what the ending was giving. And then all of the interactions, like her, just it wasn't giving. Like the flashback to her diary, it just wasn't adding up. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I'm only like 55-60% of the way in, so I still have a ways to go. Also, the book is kind of boring. Like the first time I read it, I don't remember it being this boring, but I'm just like, okay, come on, let's get through it. Like, hurry up. It's dragging along. The only good information in tea and drama is when he catches his wife, you know, whenever. But other than that, I'm like, come on, girl, talk. Live again, recording from my car. I just finished The Silent Patient, and you know what? I didn't hate it. Ending kind of wrapped it up. I forgot exactly like how the story went. It's been like 2 years since I read it. But it kind of answered some questions for me. Again, I can't really say too much because anything I say is pretty much a spoiler. Overall, I would give it a, you know, I feel like anywhere in the 3-star range is too low. So I think I would still give it a 4-star actually, which is probably around what I gave it before. I might have given it like 4.5, maybe even a 5-star. I don't know. I feel like I'm really starting to feel the, not burden, but just, I don't know, these thriller books just weigh so heavy on me. And like the romance books that are like more on hard topics, like I just get so much anxiety. And like if I read too many of them, especially like back to back in a short period of time, it's not good for me. It's not good for my mind. And so I can already feel myself getting into that mode where I'm just like not in a good headspace, and I still have to read The Perfect Marriage, which is, yeah, I'm just gonna get through it. I'm gonna read it fast, and then that way I could just be done with this video. But after that, I've got to read a fluffy romance. I gotta read some Emily Henry or something, because I need a palate cleanser. Like, this is not good for me. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It Ends With Us wasn't too like heavy. I mean, it's a heavy topic, but like I don't feel like it was too descriptive, or like it didn't make me cry, so it wasn't too emotionally draining. The Silent Patient also wasn't emotionally draining. It didn't make me cry, but it's just I don't know what it is. Like, it just weighs too heavily on me. Like, it stresses me out, and so I need something lighthearted and fun and fluffy and cute and easy to read. So I'm thinking Emily Henry or something along those lines will be next. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Emily Henry. I read Funny Story and Happy Place, and I didn't really care for them. I just feel like they're like just filler books. Like when you're bored and you have nothing else to read and you don't want anything too heavy, Emily Henry. Like, and I you know, I appreciate her for that. Like, I appreciate her for making easy, lighthearted books to be able to read. I just feel like I need to take a breath. I'm going to take a minute from reading. I'm out working right now, so I'm probably going to just put on worship music or something. I don't know. We got to get my head right. Like, what is happening? Is this a glimpse of what my summer's going to look like? My hair looks crazy. We're just sitting here in the garage. My kids playing in the yard. I'm reading a book. My dog's trained. I mean, I'm kind of scared that another dog is gonna walk by, and that's gonna kind of like set her off and make her, you know, go. So I'm kind of trying to like watch and see if there's any dogs coming so that I can like hold her and see how she acts, and then eventually work up to trusting her. I have treats here, so she knows that. So I'm hoping that that'll keep her, you know, by me. People have walked by, she hasn't. Like, she'll just watch them go by. But I'm scared that if a dog walks by, she will act up. So
Shiloh's 2?
that's okay. No, Sadie. Shiloh's not. She's almost 2.
Yeah, but he's
Sadie's only 2.
Yeah, but he's not. But he's still allergic to bananas.
Yeah, she's still allergic to bananas.
Yeah.
Sadie, get in here.
A baby
Sit.
is full of white meat.
Sit. Maybe she'll be able to eat them one day, but not yet.
Yeah, baby, there's 3 and 2 full of white meat.
Maybe. I think I did tell you guys, but I have tried to read this book like, I don't know, maybe 2 times, and I never really got past like, I don't think I ever got past like chapter 6 or 7. And so
Chapter 6 or 7?
yes, and that was a few months ago when I first started it. And so since I'm reading it now to, like, you know, do the TBR takedown challenge, I decided to just restart because it's been a while. I didn't want to forget anything that I read at the beginning of the book. Yeah, I am on chapter 6 now, which means I'm around the page that I have been ending off on. So hopefully I can push through the slump that I always get stuck at in this book. and we'll be able to finish this book hopefully within the next few days if I can push through it. It's like 350 something pages, so it's kind of on the like higher end of pages. I feel like 250 is normal, maybe like 300. Anything past 300 I feel like is like starting to get to where you can say it has a lot of pages, right? Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. If you read it, I feel like fantasy books have a lot of pages. If you read fantasy books a lot, then you're probably like, girl, that's nothing. But I read like romance books, and I feel like most romance books are like 250 pages, 300 max. So anyway, yeah, Sadie, sit. Sit. Good girl. You. Oh, you're so sweet, Sadie. You're so sweet puppy. Oh, don't give me kisses. No kisses, Sadie. She's so sweet, huh? She's a good dog. She's cold?
Yeah.
She's not cold. Sadie, get down. Oh my gosh. Somebody help. Sadie, get down. Sit. Stop. You're gonna make Shiloh fall. Sadie, down. That's another thing with her. Like, she's a really, really good dog. Even though she's almost 3, like she's like 2.5, but I feel like she's still in that puppy stage. Go inside, Sadie. She's still in the garage, y'all. Anyway, let me go ahead and read. Y'all, I am in the potty training trenches. My daughter, like, first of all, we had her starting, like, I always heard that girls are easier to potty train than boys. I have 2 boys. They were potty trained, I don't feel like late, but like on time, but like on the later end, I feel like. And so with my daughter, I was like, I'm going to start potty training her as soon as she can walk. So around like 11 months when she started walking, I would sit her on the potty. She will only like sit down for a second and then get right back up. But I was being very consistent with it because I just wanted her to get comfortable with the potty, not necessarily pee on the potty at that point. I was just trying to get her like comfortable with it, not scared of it. Only a few months after that, she actually started like going on the potty, and then we would just do the like naked method, basically. I don't know what it's actually called, but we would just let her run around with no clothes. We went on a vacation to Disney and Legoland in December, the end of December, around New Year, the New Year holiday, and we weren't potty training while we were there because we were in Airbnb. We didn't bring her potty. I don't know. It was just a lot going on. I didn't even think of it. And then when we got home, we realized, okay, that set her back. Like, she is full on not potty trained anymore. And so, yeah, I know that was a while ago, but I'm just now getting back into trying to potty train her. She isn't 2 yet. She's still 1. But I would rather her be potty trained sooner than later so that we don't have to keep putting all these diapers on her and buying diapers. Like, y'all know it's a whole thing. But anyway, I just tried out this sunscreen. I actually really like how it feels. I was telling TikTok how, this is just so embarrassing. I didn't know that Black people needed sunscreen. I don't know if my school failed me or if my mom did. No, my mom, I can't even say my mom did, because I remember putting on sunscreen as a child. But I don't know, I guess as I got older, I just figured that, because my mom is white. And so I just figured that maybe she was putting sunscreen on me because she, like, that's just what she was doing. But I was like, girl, I don't need that, you know? Anyway, I'm embarrassing myself. But yeah, let me give you guys an update. I'm just rambling right now. I want to say like 70% of the way through The Perfect Marriage by Jeneva Rose. On this reread, I am finding that I still like the book. It is very much a roller coaster, like so much going on. I'm like, who did this? And are you who you say you are? And why is that person being sneaky? And you are annoying. Like, the husband is so insufferable and irritating. Like, oh my gosh. Like, reading his parts, I'm literally just rolling my eyes the whole time. So I'm like, sir, why are you complaining? You know, like, why are you? Anyway. But yeah, I'm liking the book still so far. And I'm even remembering something. Okay. Ignore my daughter in the background. I don't know what's going on. I'm reading some parts where I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot that even happened. Like, I forgot about that little twist, and it's just like so much going on. I'm loving the book. I think my area to record is just in the car. Like, I'm just always recording in the car. I feel like I just live in the car at this point. I'm gonna try to do this really fast because it's gonna get hot, because I have to turn my air down so that it's not like blowing directly on y'all and being loud. But anyway, I want to go ahead and close out this video. I just finished The Perfect Marriage. Is it The Perfect Marriage, or is it just Perfect Marriage? I think it's The Perfect Marriage by Jeneva Rose. Okay, so I know I gave you guys my thoughts on it a little bit earlier, but overall, after finishing the like final chapters and everything, it's for sure, I don't know if it's like a 5-star, but I think it's like a 4.5. Like, that book is really good to me. Just the whole, like, there's just so much like drama and just so many aspects of like just so many layers. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there's just so much going on, basically, is the best way to explain it. I don't know why my eyes are watering. I think it's the allergies. So please ignore that. But yeah, there was just so much going on, so much drama, so many like small twists and turns that led up to like the main like shocker at the end. And it's still like had my mouth like even after I knew the outcome and what was, why is my eyes are like leaking right now. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the husband being so annoying and insufferable though. Like, the first time I read it, I guess I wasn't paying much attention, like I was just speeding through it, but he was so irritating to the point where I was just like, he deserved it. Like, that's a terrible thing to say, but like, you know, I almost feel like if they made the husband like more like kind and like just not annoying, like, oh, wah about me, like, poor me, if they didn't make him like that, I feel like it would have been maybe even better, because then you would sympathize for him and feel bad. I don't know. Either way, the book was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm curious to know y'all's thoughts on the 3 books that I read. If you guys have read it, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. So overall, The Perfect Marriage, I give it about a 4.5 star. I think initially it was a 5-star maybe, and now it's 4.5. The Silent Patient initially was a 5-star. Then I changed it to a 4-star, but now that I'm sitting on it, I'm thinking like 3.5, 3.75. Because while the twist was like kind of crazy, I feel like having a shocking twist isn't all that it takes to have a good thriller. Like, making the craziest ending and explanation to what's going on in the book isn't like, that's not the only thing that goes into it. Like, the book was very slow the first half. It was very, I don't want to say boring, but it was just like, all right, come on, like, let's get into it. And then it also just, I don't want to say it didn't make sense, but it was just like, I can't say too much because spoilers, and I know I said this before in the clips, but basically it wasn't adding up. So I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.5, 3.75. And then it ends with us. I know that's very controversial right now. Well, it was already controversial. People already feel like Colleen Hoover, what did someone say on my comments on TikTok? Someone said the book romanticizes domestic violence or something. And I don't see it that way at all. Like, I don't know if it's because I have that experience growing up. I saw that, or what. Like, I read her author's notes, and she kind of explains like where she got the inspiration to write this from, because she had her own personal experience and just things like that. And so I don't know, I don't feel like it romanticized it. Maybe someone needs to explain to me more what that means, like what romanticizing domestic violence means. Maybe I'm not understanding the romanticize word. But yeah, it just didn't seem like that to me. It seemed realistic. Like, that's what happens. That's how it is. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. I had to turn the air on because it is super hot, and I'm about to start moving in this car rider line. But anyway, yeah, it just didn't seem like that to me. Maybe y'all gotta explain that to me better, but I really enjoyed the book. I would give it like a 4.5. I would give it a 4-star. So yeah, I'm curious to know y'all's thoughts on it, if y'all liked it or not. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching to the end. If you watched this far, I love you so much. I want to be your best friend. Subscribe, and if you have a booktube page, booktube channel, whatever it will be called, I would love to subscribe to you as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.